Mary, to begin with, we've seen the court system today kick the can down the road again and again. If you could just tell me a little bit about what this particular process has been like for you.
Okay. Well, since I was arrested December 12th, I've been in court maybe half a dozen times or more. There have been some delays, but this seems to be par for the course with our courts. I don't think it's in these circumstances it has anything to do with the matter at hand. It's just the way the courts are.
Now, what first drew you to this sort of pro-life activism? And if you could tell us a little bit about what a regular sort of mission for you involves.
Okay, so what first drew me? Well, I was raised in a pro-life Catholic family, so right from early on there was a respect for life that was engendered in us by my mom and dad, and it continued on through my university years. I think there was definitely a few turning points in life, in my young adult life, where I think I made a shift from seeing abortion in the abstract as this terrible issue, this terrible problem that we need to solve, to understanding more in the concrete that these are actual children and mothers that we've abandoned. And that led me to go to the source, to where the killing is happening, and trying where we can to put love where there is no love.
Now, tell me a bit about how the reception is towards you, specifically when it comes to these expectant mothers.
How the situation is?
How do they respond to you?
Okay, well, there's a great range. When you meet somebody at that last minute who's scheduled, whose intention that day is just to try to get rid of what they see as a problem, there's definitely a big barrier there for the most part. Sometimes I'll meet somebody who's open and just needs a little bit of a nudge, which is what happened the day that I was arrested, before I was arrested. A woman who was ambivalent, but she was going through the motions to prepare to schedule an abortion. And we just offered her the support, showed her pictures of her baby developing in the womb, and that was enough to help her decide, I'm not going to do this. And she said right there on the spot, I'm going to keep my baby. So you've got that, where a woman could just need a nudge, where you've got somebody who is very shut down. But even in that case too, the light can shine. If I'll just share another story. A few years back, when I was inside one of the waiting areas, there were 4 women and they had not responded when I had offered them literature and started speaking to them about the baby. It was like I couldn't even tell if they even understood English. It was just like a wall. And then I shared with them that I had been to a funeral the week prior for 17 babies whose bodies had been discovered in a dumpster next to a Lansing, Michigan abortion site. And as soon as I said the word that they had been found in the dumpster, one woman looked up from her phone and shocked, as though she realized suddenly that that's the fate of her child. And without saying anything to me, she just packed up her things and walked out the door.
So the particular incident that led to these charges was in December 12th, and you said that you counseled a woman. Have you stayed in touch with her? What's her story?
I have not. Well, I've not been in touch with her directly, but I've heard through other people who've been assisting her that she's doing well, and that she was married to the father of the child, that she's doing well, and the baby is due very soon.
That's amazing, and amen. Hey, that was a clip from my show. To watch the whole show, log on to therebel.media and subscribe.